So my wife likes these, basically, they are rechargeable neck fans. So that you would put them on, put this up, have it blow on you, etc. The problem is, once you use them for a while, they no longer hold their shape at all. So I'm going to see if I can use a combination of wire and some ribbon to fix it. So let's see if I can manage to get something that works as a prototype. So I cut some of the wire. Wasn't sure exactly how long it should be, so I just guessed. And then I realized I'm probably going to need some pliers to get that to hold on, because I wanted it to try and loop around the end of it, the fan, so that it actually held a little bit better. And that's a little bit tricky to get it to the right size, because you want it on the pink stuff, in this case, not on the white. And then it has to be long enough to go along the white after you have it bent at the end to go down to the other pink area so that it holds, because the white part is what is weak in this instance. And I should have had the camera at a slightly different angle because you can't see what I'm doing. But basically I took that wrap and wrapped it around, and then instead of cutting it, because I wasn't sure if it was going to work, I just used tape, and that seemed to work. I just needed a little more tape. Let's test it. Okay, I just taped it, and I didn't necessarily wrap it the best, because this is a prototype, and why waste my ribbon if the project doesn't work? So there's no sense cutting it and supergluing it if it's not going to work at all. This should at least tell me if it's possible. So this is fairly stiff wire. It's either 12 or 14 gauge. So this is my neck analog mannequin, or otherwise known as my camera stand, with some clips. And if your head is here, ideally when you have these things running, you want them facing up here. And you can't see if my hand's out of frame. So if your head's up here, this is on your neck, you want to have it blowing up here, not straight up. So this one, if you tilt up and blow at you, and then move around, it just comes back down and goes out of the way. This one, let's see. So I'll bend them both up, the same angle, and that one already. You're jogging to the kitchen and back. Well, that didn't move, so I think that might work. So now I have to go sanity check it with the boss to make sure that's not necessarily this ribbon, but if something like that, if it was not horrible looking, if that would be something she'd be willing to try. I'll go see what she says. I'm not going to get that on video, but we'll go see, because yeah, this one definitely, you put it up and it immediately falls. So if you wanted it in that position, it will not do that. This one will. So I'll go see. Good news. It passed the boss's inspection as a prototype. And after discussion and realizing that these pink fans have been sitting in the garage for at least a year for me to try and figure this out, I don't know how good the batteries still are, because they're completely dead, I'm pretty sure, at this point. Oh no. That one still works. This one does not. Which, of course, the one I try it on doesn't work. So I have to decide if I'm going to do it on this one or that one, because this one I think also still works. Yeah, they blow decently. If people haven't tried them, they actually work pretty good. And while they're staying posable, they're actually really helpful. It's when they stop being posable that you have the problem. So I will figure out if I want to try this one, which was freshly charged, or that one, which still runs, and actually try and do it. So let's see how that goes. I decided, since the black fan with the red ends was the most recent one that had the problem, that was most likely the one that had the best battery, so I would try that one instead of the pink one, which have been sitting in the garage for forever. So again, I cut the wire to length, and then didn't realize till after all this that I was off the screen for most of it. But similar to the other one, I wrapped it around a couple loops right at the base where the wire started, and then slowly angled it and went up along. And again, you can't see it. Figure out where the camera is, dummy. Loop it around, loop it a couple times at the top, and then cut it to size, and then
try and tweak it and hold it, and nobody can see what you're doing. You're doing it wrong. They can't see what you're doing. What I'm actually doing is using the thin super glue to go through the cloth wrap and then hold it there to try and get it to hold, and then just use the activator to get it to attach. And there we go. And I didn't, or I should say, I managed to not get anything stuck to it that wasn't supposed to be stuck to it, so that was good. And yeah, that's good so far. So then just needs a little bit more super glue, so I got that in. Don't worry, I figured out later that I did it wrong and was off the screen. But as so far, it seems like it works better than the non-supported one. So then I went and asked my wife, hey, what do you think? She says, oh wow, that looks really cool. Before I try it, can you do the other side so I have a full thing to check? It's like, okay. So I came back out, and I should have paid attention or measured or something, because this initial wire was too short. And I figured it out eventually, and then it's okay, I need a little bit longer. Yep, that's how much longer. And then again, do the same thing, get it on there, loop it around, try and get it crimped on the, in this case, the black area near the fan itself, and then bend it so it goes down around such that it extends past the flexible section so that it'll actually hold. Use some tape to hold the wire in place, and then get the ribbon. The ribbon's just some, I'm not sure what kind of nylon something. It came with a blanket at some point, and since it's a resource, I kept it. So there you can kind of see me looping and wrapping it around a little bit better than the up too close. And I'm just looping it and getting it to go up about halfway each time. And I put the logo on the inside because we didn't really need to have the logo displayed. And there you can see it's all cut. And then I'm just working to pull it tight and hold it a little bit better. And then again, thin super glue, and try not to glue your fingers to it. A little more thin super glue. Hold it in place. Get it in place. And I managed to not stick anything I didn't want to the super glue, so that was good. And then on the other end, I only glued it at the two ends, and that seems like it's going to work.
Well, I showed my wife the first example with it actually attached, and she said, okay, good. And then I said, do you want me to do the other one? She says, yeah, but if I'm going to test it, I want to have both, because it's going to be frustrating if one works and one doesn't. So I did the other side, and ain't going to work. We'll see. Again, the fans were going to get thrown out, and the rest of the stuff was just random stuff in the garage. So, oh, and the second one I cut the wire too short. Had to make it a little bit longer, and then it worked. An inch too short. That's fine. So we'll see. The next is for her to actually test it out. Good news, bad news. The good news is she had an appointment and she needed a neck fan, and she said this thing works great. Almost better than new. She did initially she thought she might want them all done, but now she's changed her mind that after thinking about it some more, she only wants the ones that break like this, so that won't be too bad. And now I know how to do it, and now other people know how to do it. So to give you more information on the ribbon, for example, the ribbon is 1/64 of an inch thick and approximately 1 inch wide. And when I was overlapping it, I was overlapping it about a 1/2 inch each time. And looking on the fan itself, as you saw in the video, I have the wrap of wire, and then the wire loops down and around and somewhat underneath the actual fan piece, and then goes past the solid piece. The goal is to have wire that completely goes across the flexible section. That's the important bit. So you have to have it held solid on each end of the flexible section, because otherwise, if you don't, then it's still going to bend right at the flexible spot and it won't work. But this way, it holds it the whole way across and gives it extra support. And as for where I superglued it, as I mentioned, I only superglued it right on the ends. In this case, I did it on the top of the fan on this side, and on the back of the fan up towards the actual fan piece. And as long as you do it just on the end, you don't want the end to flap is the big thing. So the reason I did it on this back section is that's where I did the cut. So I had to have super glue there to actually hold it. And I then took if there's little sharp bits or pointy bits, I used a file to just carefully file those off. That's why it looks a little bit lighter in some spots, because I actually filed the cloth a little bit. So on this side, I looped it and did, I think, 2 or 3 wraps right at this part, so it held firmly the wire onto this part of the fan. You can kind of see this edge of the ribbon. So about every half inch, just looping and trying to keep the loops fairly tight, and the whole way up, and then do several loops right at the end. And then again, the goal is to make sure that it's fully secured where the edge of the ribbon is. And at the bottom, you can see where it comes underneath and then starts looping. So you can see this comes up around. The big thing is when you're super gluing it is you want the ends to hold. And that should work. And I'm not sure if this is, I mean, it's fairly smooth and shiny, so I'm guessing this is either nylon or polyester or some sort of that sort of ribbon. It's definitely not a cotton, I don't think. It feels much more like a polyester or nylon or something than cotton. And yeah, that's all it is. You just loop it up around there, and then hopefully you'll be good. Oh, and since I didn't measure this before, I did a fake wrap again with the remaining ribbon along this, and that was about 18 to 20 inches of ribbon per side, and I believe the wire length that I ended up using, at least for this second side when I trimmed it, was about 6 inches. So about 6 inches or so, and again, that's approximates. Depending on your width of ribbon and how you do the wraps, you may have more, so I would not just buy 20, don't just buy 18 to 20 inches of ribbon or 40 inches for a total. Get some extra to just, because depending on how you're wrapping it or the width of the ribbon, etc., you may use more or less than that. And depending on your wire, you may use more or less. I wouldn't do too much more because you don't want it to come back and go over the controls. And in this case, it was a half inch from the control. So if you measure a half inch plus go around, it's about that far. This other side, I think I actually did come back more. So it's possible that the side with the controls, you'd want to go less than 6 inches, like maybe 5.5. I'm not sure. When you're doing it, if you try this yourself, try it with tape first and see if that works, because that way you can always undo it and try it again. You may, at worst case, you may have to do an extra set of or extra piece of wire. But I was, just like I did, try it with tape first, because then you can get the sense of how it's supposed to go, approximately how much you're going to use, how tight you want to wrap it. All those things, you can get that figured out before you commit, and then you used up ribbon and such. So that would be an extra hint. And if you have questions, ask in the comments. But otherwise, hopefully that covered everything you would need to know to try it yourself.